What's going on, you guys? So check it right. A-Reece finally dropped his project Deadline's Free Paradise 2. And I must say, when it comes to project, the boy never misses. Now the EP consists of 7 tracks with features from J. Jody, Marcus Harvey, DJ Maporisa, MT, and a shocking appearance from Quentin Miller. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with who Quentin is, he was exposed for allegedly being the ghostwriter for Drake on his mixtape If You're Reading This Is Too Late, which eventually led to the beef between Meek Mill and Drake. But anyways, getting back to the project, Reece presented different sounds and different vibes on this one, with the first 2 tracks being Bad Guy and Death, featuring Quentin Miller. We hear Reece take on that boom bap sound we all know him for, truly rapping at a level most don't even come close to. Now with that said, I just want to go through some lines Reece said on Bad Guy, which I think are worthy of breaking down. So he first went on to say, too late to go back to the old days. They used to be my dogs, now they're all strays. Too far, too back to the broke days. Took us from the bottom, now we all straight. Young, black, rich and famous. Stick around long enough around me, you might start hating. So it's apparent that Reece has no intentions of reconciling with the niggas he was once associated with, whether it be TWC or RBG. He no longer considers his former crew members as his dogs, but rather strays, which is honestly sad to hear. And I say this because TWC were truly dominating the game when they were in their prime, but I guess in the end, Reece saw the hate start to surface because he was around the niggas for too long. But anyways, he still went on to say, niggas lose sleep trying to match this greatness. How else could I say this? When I was 17, I was better than your favorites. I was 19 doing sold out stages. Came out the label, thought I wouldn't make it. Now I'm 25 and I might sign Cadence. Now, honestly speaking, guys, Reece has reached a level where he could be considered as one of the greatest. And it's to the point where certain niggas want to match his level, but only a few can. I mean, Reece has always been a top tier lyricist, starting from a young age. Honestly, outclassing some of the most seasoned rappers in the game. And when he got done dirty by Ambitious a few years ago, some people thought it was over for him, but through sheer dedication and consistency, he's managed to establish himself as one of the top independent rappers in the country. And I know some of you might not agree with that statement, but it's undeniable at this point. I mean, it's crazy how it's come full circle for him, from almost being signed to a label to doing things independently, then starting his own label with Revenge Club Records and potentially signing his younger brother Cadence. Come on, guys, you gotta respect that. Now, another track I just want to break down is Death, where Reece went on to say, loyalty, respect, I swear this shit gonna be the death of me, while it better me. Lately though, I got a trust deficiency. It's like some of my friends mirror my enemies. When I would show you love, the more it had you thinking less of me. The big heart inside my chest, that shit gonna be the death of me. So loyalty and respect are values that Reece holds to a high regard, considering that it's gonna be the death of him. But because the way some of these niggas had been moving around him, it's made it hard for him to show trust towards others, to the point where he feels like the love he shows doesn't get fully reciprocated. Now he still went on to say, made sure we all ate. I would always say grace, but niggas had their eyes open staring at my plate. So once again, he's emphasizing that the niggas who were once around him didn't really have the best intentions for him, because while he was trying to look out for them, literally putting food on the table, they were too busy watching him and his pockets, staring at the food on his plates, which I'm sure led to him developing the trust issues he has. But anyways, he also said, I gave this music shit my all. I gave you what is left of me. Swear this shit gonna be the death of me. Only when I'm gone, they'll understand just what it meant to me. So the title of the track is Death, right? And Reece spoke about a few things that would be the death of him. But the most important thing that Reece really takes seriously is this music shit. It's what put him on and allowed him to make a success of himself. But at the same time, he's giving his everything, to the point that it could be the death of him. And I guess he feels like the fans, the stands, and the people around him will only understand how much he really cared about his craft once he's finally gone. And that shouldn't be the case, guys. Let's give these artists their flowers while they're still here. Appreciate them while they're still around, because music has that healing component, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It transcends this thing we call life. So appreciate those who give their all for it. But moving along, as I said before, Reece presented different elements in this EP, where on Intentions, which features Marcus Harvey, we hear Reece make his true intentions known to his partner, declaring his love for her. I do also need to mention that Marcus Harvey is always a great addition to the track. I mean, he came through with these soulful melodies, and I really enjoyed that. Now on Something to Fight For, which features J. Jody and DJ Maporisa, we actually hear Reece try something new. and jump on an Afro house beat and really kill it. We had Jody present the hook with these vocals, and Maporisa came through with these infectious vocals as well. Overall, the track is really good, and I appreciate the message Reece was conveying in his verse, where he was seemingly talking about growth and one's heritage. Now we move on to different things, where Reece is speaking to his girl once again. I mean, it's quite obvious that he cares about her a lot, and I don't blame him. Once you're able to find that one person who you can genuinely connect with, hold on to them. But anyways, moving on to the standout track on the EP, we have Bigger Than Me, which features the hustler himself, MT. Now guys, this track is fire. I mean, you would swear Reece and MT never fall out with each other because the chemistry between them is crazy. I honestly need to see them perform this A-Reece effect. Now we have Reece talking about how this music shit is bigger than him and how he was destined to do it, with lines like, "This shit is bigger than me. Where would I be if I never decided I'm putting my life on the beat?" As well as him also saying, "Afraid I wouldn't achieve. My mama was hoping I got a degree. My father was hoping that I would agree. But college is not where I wanted to be. All I could tell him was, wait and see." As I said, guys, this track is fire, and it's my clear standout on the EP. But now we come to the outro of the EP, which is Godlike. And guys, this verse just proves why Reece is built different and why most niggas can't compete at the level he's at. Now, he said quite a few things on this one, with lines like, "The song bleeds, the tongue is a sword, back to making music that the Grammys no longer reward." Godlike. He recognizes that he slices and kills every record that he hops on, just purely with these bars and melodies, whilst knowing that he's making Grammy-worthy tracks, but also knowing that he'll never get rewarded for them. He still goes on to say, "Sparking minds with the rhymes I used to write in the dark, describing all those nights we had to pray for a better tomorrow, accepting the fact that you gotta continue to starve. It's hard to work with what you got when you don't have nothing at all." Now we all know Reece took the independent route after leaving Ambitious, and I'm sure it couldn't have been an easy road for him, with his parents wanting him to take the academic path, but him knowing that music was his true calling. I'm sure his passion for it presented a lot of obstacles for him, especially when you have to start from the bottom once again after having a glimpse of fame and fortune. But anyways, he also said, "In this game I got the crown, I'm on the throne seated, back home I'm Uncle Reece to all my nieces." Now I guess this is just Reece showcasing the contrast in his life, with him being considered the best rapper in the game, but at home, he's just Uncle Reece to his nieces, which just speaks to no one knowing you better than your family, regardless of who you are in society. But he still gets to talking his shit and realizing that he was destined for this rap shit, with lines like, "When God made me, he created a leader, been a legend since the days of a fetus." So I also appreciated him detailing his trip to Zambia that he took a few months back. For a show he did that side, going on to say how he was enjoying it, seeing the city life and mansions with the views, only to be stressed when he came across 12-year-olds with their mothers in the hot sun selling coal to try and make ends meet, even though it still won't be enough. With no schools and hospitals in sight, they still attend church services in hopes of their prayers being answered, with their hope being restored. Now the fact that he managed to put all that onto a record just shows that this is really more than just music to him, and it makes sense as to why he would say, "Turning my thoughts into memorable quotes, before I leave corpse and turn into a ghost, satisfied that I played a pivotal role, known for touching a soul whenever he spoke, although he spoke in code whenever he wrote." Godlike. So overall, guys, Reece displayed top tier lyricism on this record, and the EP is really solid overall. This man really respects his craft, and I can't help but appreciate his efforts. So shout out to Reece and everyone involved with the EP. They truly delivered on this one. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Are you enjoying Deadlines, or do you think Reece could have done more? Also quote some of your favorite lines from the EP. Let's see what you connected with the most. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.